Oh hey guys, it's Barry, and a couple of days ago I made a video speaking about emulation coming to PS5 for the PlayStation 3 console. Of course, I'll have it pinned up top and down in the description below if you want to check it out. But of course, today we got some new news bringing credence over to that claim that I made in those videos. And of course, guys, we're gonna get right into it. But before we do, I'd really appreciate it if you could just smash that like button. It really helps me out for the YouTube algorithm. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So, a newly filed Sony patent might lend further credence to the recent rumors about PlayStation 3 backwards compatibility being in the works for PlayStation 5. When it launched in 2020, the PS5 was only backwards compatible with its predecessor, the PS4, while select PS1, PS2, and PSP games were made available through the PlayStation Plus rebrand in 2022. However, PS3 backwards compatibility has been conspicuously absent from PS5, primarily due to the complexities around emulating the former infamous Cell chipset. PS Plus premium subscribers can stream PS3 games over the cloud, but many consider the experience far from ideal due to lengthy loading times and latency hiccups. The lack of a dedicated PS3 emulation layer on PS5 has been quite disappointing for a lot of PlayStation users want to experience the iconic library of the PS3. Of course, it's gonna change real soon as Sony's working on a native PS3 backwards compatibility for PS5, but with no official evidence or hints to substantiate it. However, a brand new patent filed by Mark Cerny, the architect of PS5's hardware, might allude to PS3 emulation being in development. Filed on the 27th of June 2024, which was 3 days ago, titled Backwards Compatibility Testing of Software in Mode that Attempts to Induce Skew. So if you're unaware, skew basically creates processor timing variations that can affect the way any software would run on it, which is intriguing considering the PS3's notoriously asymmetrical cell processor with assigned separate tasks to the CPU cores rather than all of them working collectively like a modern x86 architecture. Using a skew-inducing compatibility layer for PS5 would be Sony's way of getting the PS3 games to run natively on the current gen consoles, and finally allow PS5 owners to delve into must-play PS3 titles. And looking at the patent, we can see that Mark Evan Cerny and David Simpson, or the inventors, the owner is Sony Interactive, of course. You can see the abstract is a device and computer program, a product including one or more processors and a memory coupled to the one or more processors. The device being configured to selectively run in timing testing mode or in a mode of operation other than the timing testing mode, where in the timing testing mode the device is configured to attempt to induce skew. So that's the patent, but we still gotta take this with a grain of salt though, since a lot of patents don't end up coming out or don't end up being consumer facing features. That said though, Sony has lately been ramping up its preservations efforts internally as it introduced new PS2 games for the PS Plus Premium in June. These games run on a brand new emulator, so the company is clearly looking into methods to make its older games available on modern hardware. And of course, Sony makes a lot of patents that actually do get used. They don't really waste a lot of patents like that. So I do see this actually coming to be true later on this year or maybe sometime next year, but many remain skeptical of native PS3 backwards compatibility, but it's logic that Sony would have to prepare for a dedicated solution in the future since the current PS3 server blades have been in operation for over a decade and it will not last forever. So of course guys, brand new patent filed by Sony. I just wanted to post this video just as it lends some more credibility over to the last video I posted talking about emulation. A lot of people are skeptical about Sony having like first party emulation where you can put in the PS3 CD and have it run. I'm not sure if that's ever going to be a thing, but with this news, it possibly could be in the future. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out though. Sony is in the driver's seat right now and they could potentially make a play that makes a lot of gamers happy, as I know a lot of people have PS3 collections just sitting sitting there on their shelves from older titles back in the day and stuff. I know people collect their games and would like to play it on the newer hardware, especially if it comes with some type of upscaling or some kind of resolution bump. That would be much appreciated by any Sony fan out there, I could imagine. But I just wanted to report this news, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments below. New emulation coming out for Sony PS5. Personally, I think it's a great idea, as PS5 came out with the PS4 emulator, but PS3 and everything before were just left behind. They're trying to get people to join their premium subscription and get all their older titles on there, but honestly, I would just prefer to put in a CD and have it run natively, or if I could just buy it outright, because that whole subscription thing, it doesn't really make much sense to me, as it doesn't offer as much value as, let's say, Game Pass. As with Game Pass, you could get brand new games day one right out the box. You just download it, you could have it pre-ordered or whatever, you just get it right away soon as it becomes available, and that seems like a much better deal, much better value proposition, especially with the price that you gotta pay for a PlayStation Premium to get some of these older titles. So if this emulation does come out, it does seem like a spanking good idea to me, and I hope that you guys would like it too. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. I read every single comment, and I appreciate you for chilling here with me and listening to the video till this point. And of course, guys, have a great day.